Coach Catfish here. Talk to you today about something I had to tune in on. And then I deal with this here stuff. It's called what happens in the midst of the garden. The midst of the garden. The Yardan. The Eden. The place. Well, you're supposed to have delight. You know, eating is delight. A delightful thing. And what happened? There's something coming to the midst of the garden. Now, the midst of the garden. Now, if you're this here planetesimal, whatever you own, with your garden, then something come into your midst. That means it's right up against you. Maybe rubbing on you or something. Maybe whispering in your ear. Your toe can be like God's. You can live forever. I got contracts. Sign it right here. I got the contracts. I'm a attorney for the Bernie. Anyway, the midst of the garden. Now, what happened? The reason Coach Catfish having to deal with this here subject is I'm dealing with stuff that's been in the midst of the garden. And since I was, go back and look at the aspects of the Yah and what he's saying and the allegories and the things, there's the stories it explains to us where we made mistakes. We was talking to snakes. Now, Coach Catfish bumped the lizard. But the thing was, this my job. Gotta bump the lizard. And all the transitioning has done enough that he can hold on to the mole. He can hold on to the mole. And then one fan say, you sound better that way, Coach Catfish. If you'll leave your thing in the hand of the lizard. So that's what we're doing. All that money for the transitioning seems to have done something. Anyway, the midst of the garden. Now, why would I be talking about this here stuff? Well, see, when you're in a war, any kind of conflict, some kind of circumstance, you build a wall. You build a wall. And that's called your four corners of whatever it is. There's four corners to this. There's four posts. And once you've got the four posts, that means you just sort of protected from, you from the inside to the outside. You've got something going on using the wall city. But then, I got to get paid because I'm getting, then again, the fifth one, the Fifth Element. No, not the Fifth Element, because she was very, very pretty, and it was a really neat movie, but it was very esoteric, and it was a little on the spiritual side, the darker side, but they said to show the woman doing her thing, and saving the humanity, which she should be doing anyway, and that's where the whole midst of the garden comes in. When the man cannot get out of hand. Call, please, cat, do not do this. These cats, I'm surrounded by pussycats. But what can you do? They love you and touch you, and you touch them, and everybody seems to be happy. Excuse me. I just had me some breakfast a while ago. Some poached eggs and some cat head. Biscuits. We call them cat heads because we country folks, and that's just what they call them. Anyway, I'll send you a picture sometime. The fifth element. The thing that has come in and got inside the wall. Inside the wall. In your wonder walls. You got this fifth thing in here. And how you going to protect yourself from this fifth thing? If you don't know it's there. But if you do know it's there, and you sort of have some sympathy. Like the divine say, don't you have some sympathy for the devil, Coach Catfish? So hell no, I ain't got no sympathy for the devil. That sucker's got a more expensive suit. His suit costs more than my whole life has cost. How could I have sympathy for some oligarch like that? Well, have none. So, what Coach Catfish here to tell you, well, we went wrong way back in the day, is we let something into the midst of the garden, and we did not take care of it and dispatch it necessarily, as it should be. Cause, when you let something in the garden, that sucker festers, and talks to this one and talks to that one, and before you know it, well, you are part of the whatever the fifth one was. Your walls come down, sucker, and you have not passed the test. So what Coach Catfish is here to admonish you and acknowledge you to do is watch what's inside the walls. Watch out for that thing that comes into your midst. The tree that speaks subtleties and promises many things. Watch it. Otherwise, you might twatch it. And that's very painful. I got the twatching today in the shoulder. I've been having to drag stuff around on an old trampoline. You know, I've been dragging my wood chips and stuff out there in my maters. Because I'm trying to take care of what's in the wall. Now, you let some hornworms or somebody, women, come in and they eat your maters. They eat your maters. And they eat your taters. Gotta take care of what's in your midst. To stay out of the pits. The pits to hell. Anyway, that's all Coach Catfish had to say. I just wanted to point y'all out to the concept. What do you believes is not believes? That makes no difference. I should have turned that off beforehand. They could be listening to me, you know. Anyway, whether you believes in the or not, if you got the dangle, you should be protecting your walls, your wonder walls, your sugar walls. What's inside of them? The baby. Anyway, Coach Catfish say, have a heart of flesh, but have the ability to discern. Because them ones and zeros, they ain't my heroes. But sometimes you have to depend on them. Right and the wrong. It's a very strange world that we are in. 6/18. It is. And there it is again. But Coach Catfish is out of here. Just scratch up the ground. Have a heart of flesh. Love. Be kind. Do something good for somebody other than your stinking self. But above all, stop being an asshole. Be nice. Be kind. Do it again, my friend. Coach Catfish out of here. My pussycat got a claw stuck in me and I gotta stop her. Ah, bumped the lizard. Anyway.